In the vast hierarchy of hell, beneath Lucifer himself, there stands a name whispered with disgust, fear, and reverence. Beelzebub, known across centuries as the Lord of the Flies. Beelzebub is not merely a demon of decay, but a symbol of corruption, false worship, and spiritual rot. He is the archdemon, a commander of legions, a corrupter of nations, and in some traditions, second only to Satan himself. The name Beelzebub originates from the ancient Philistine god Beelzebub, meaning Lord of the Flies. He was worshipped in the city of Ekron, as mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, particularly in 2 Kings 1, where King Ahaziah seeks his guidance. But this was no compliment. Biblical writers deliberately altered the name from Beelzebul, which was Lord of High Place or Exalted Lord, to Beelzebub, transforming a once revered pagan deity into a figure of mockery and decay. This transformation marked the beginning of Beelzebub's demonization. A false god exposed, a symbol of idolatry reduced to vermin. As Judaism evolved and Christianity emerged, Beelzebub's role shifted dramatically. No longer a rival deity, he became a fallen angel, a chief lieutenant of Lucifer, and a prince of hell. In Christian demonology, particularly medieval texts such as the Testament of Solomon and Dictionnaire Infernal and Pseudo-Monarchia Demonum, Beelzebub is described as the chief of demons, second only to Satan. Some traditions even merge Beelzebub and Lucifer, while others place him as hell's chief administrator, ruling over corruption, decay, and false worship. So, why flies? Well, flies have long symbolized death and decay, disease and pestilence, rotting flesh, and spiritual corruption. Beelzebub governs not dramatic destruction, but slow moral decay. His power does not arrive as fire and brimstone. It arrives as excess, complacency, addiction, and rot beneath beauty. He is deeply associated with gluttony, endless consumption without fulfillment, pride, the arrogance of false enlightenment, and idolatry, worshiping false gods, ideologies, or the self. In this way, Beelzebub is the demon of misplaced devotion. Beelzebub is often invoked in connections with plagues, swarms, disease, as well as mass death. During the Middle Ages, outbreaks of illness were sometimes blamed on Beelzebub's influence. Flies, carriers of disease, were believed to be his emissaries, spreading corruption both physically and spiritually. In grimoires, Beelzebub is said to poison the air, infect food, and rot civilizations from within. Not as a destroyer, but as a contaminator. Beelzebub's appearance varies across traditions, but common depictions include a massive fly or insectoid entity, a humanoid figure with wings, compound eyes, and mandibles, a crowned demon surrounded by swarms, and a bloated, decaying form symbolizing excess. Sometimes he appears regal and persuasive, other times monstrous and grotesque. This duality reflects his nature, corruption disguised as authority. As a prince of hell, Beelzebub commands countless lesser demons, often associated with disease, lies, heresy, and temptation through comfort and indulgence. He is a master strategist rather than a berserker. His demons infiltrate societies, religions, and power structures, subtly twisting beliefs and priorities. In some hierarchies, Beelzebub serves as hell's chief accuser, the enforcer of infernal law, and the corrupter of rulers and priests. In the Gospels, Beelzebub is directly named. The Pharisees accuse Jesus of casting out demons by the power of Beelzebub, the prince of demons. This moment cements Beelzebub's role as a ruler of hell, a symbol of ultimate evil authority, a benchmark for demonic power. Jesus' response, "A house divided against itself cannot stand," frames Beelzebub as a unifying force of darkness, not chaos. Beelzebub appears in occult grimoires, horror literature, video games, TV films, tabletop RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, often portrayed as a rival to Satan, a mastermind behind apocalypse scenarios, and the embodiment of decay and false divinity. In modern interpretations, Beelzebub represents the danger of worshiping comfort, consumption, and ego over truth. Beelzebub is not the demon of sudden ruin. He is the demon of slow rot. The fly at the altar, a god of excess. The prince who corrupts from within. While Lucifer tempts with rebellion, Beelzebub tempts with indulgence and false authority. And in that way, he may be even more dangerous, because by the time you notice the flies, the decay has already begun. So yeah, that's it for today's breakdown on Beelzebub. I hope you found this video entertaining, enlightening, or in some way beneficial. If you did, help me out by hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel, and maybe share it with a friend or two. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.